The language and the posture that the government has taken. We believe that it is a posture that doesn't inspire hope and doesn't encourage us and give us the assurance that the government is willing and ready to deal with this Galamsey menace. As you can see, and I'm sure you've already gathered from the community, more than half or about half of the central region currently do not have potable drinking water because the Kwenyako water treatment plant has been shut down. The community members tell us that this is something they haven't experienced before. That they have never seen this Ayesu River here looking this way. Very, very bad. It's never been like this until about 2.5 months ago. The very painful aspect of it is that the community members, or even in this district, Agona East District, Agona West, Gomoa Central, and all of its adjoining districts, none of them have mining going on in their areas. And so you have a community that have nothing to do with mining. They don't know what gold is in terms of seeing raw gold. They have never been engaged in mining before. Right ahead of us here is somebody's farm, which we have to walk through and come here, and they have to suffer the consequences. So this community is struggling. About half of central region do not have potable water because there is active Galamsey going on in the eastern region, somewhere in the Ayesuano area, Enuma Pepem to be precise, where we are just coming from. And the repercussion or its negative effect is being felt by hundreds of thousands of people in close to about 11 other districts in the central region. Think about it. The mining is happening in the eastern region, and you have over 11 districts suffering the consequences when they have nothing to do with mining. Now, the government communications minister, Honorable Kwachio Fusu, tells us that we can only tell him that Galamsey is worsened if we show him proof. This morning, our friends from the media, the mission here is to present the proof to Honorable Kwachio Fusu so he can pass it on to the president and the government and let the NDC government understand that there is enough proof that Galamsey is worsened. And today, many more districts who hitherto 9 months ago were living their peaceful life and going about their lives without any stress cannot get water to drink because of the escalated nature of Galamsey across the country. We are worried because the NDC government has a record and history of always muddying our water bodies whenever they are in power. And we are not the ones saying it. The data proves it. Indeed, if you go to the Water Resources Commission website, there is enough evidence that shows that before 2010, when Galamsey escalated in the manner we are seeing today in this country, we had 40 water sites that were being tracked by the Water Resources Commission. As of 2010, when this Galamsey we are seeing popped its head, 40 of these sites were fairly good water. Now, with the Water Resources Commission Water Quality Index, what they do is that they use the turbidity level of the water, including, in addition to the nutrients, and 2 other indicators to come up with the water quality. And that is why I make the point that only the turbidity level cannot be used as a measure for the quality of our water. And for all of us to be on the same page, the Water Resources Commission has been tracking our water quality since 2005, and the data is available for all of us. Today, as of December 2024, the Water Resources Commission Water Quality Index clearly indicates that by 2010, 40 of our water sites were fairly good. When the NDC government was in power between 2010 and 2016, this is what happened. By 2016, the 40 quality water, fairly good water that we had reduced to 15. And 25 of this fairly quality water have now become poor quality water. Let me repeat it. Between 2010 and 2016, the NDC government, which President Mahama was then a vice president and a president at some point, had moved our fairly good water from 40 to 25 poor quality water, and only 15 of these water were fairly good water. It tells you that we have every reason to be worried. We have every reason to be concerned if we are not getting enough assurance from the president looking at his track record. Because between the period of 2010 and 2016, when he was vice president and president, our water bodies deteriorated to a very poor state. Now guess what? When the MPP government took office, between 2017 and 2024, the 25 poor quality water that we inherited were reduced from 25 to 10. And so by the time Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was leaving office in December 2024, the 15 fairly good water that the NDC government left had increased from 15 to 29 good water. It means that in the 8-year period, the MPP government managed to improve our water quality by reducing the 25 poor quality water to only 10 and increasing the fairly good water from 15 to 29. Indeed, we had even good quality water by the time we were leaving office in 2024. Galamsey is not politics. And that is why all our time in government, I insisted that the NDC were charting a very bad course if they continue to make Galamsey political. I am of the view that the NDC's posture and conduct in opposition and how they publicly went into the Galamsey areas and encouraged and enabled the Galamseyers is one of the reasons why the MPP government struggled to fight and win the Galamsey fight. Because for 2 years, between 2017 and 2019, when the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the MPP government placed a ban on Galamsey, we saw evidence that the water bodies that were looking muddier than this could be clean. We are appealing to the president and the NDC government. Our lives are at stake. The future of this country is at stake. People cannot find potable quality water to drink. The Central Region example is only one example. The reasons and the excuse he gave us through the media engagement is not one that engender hope. It is one that points to he enabling Galamseyers and simply telling the Galamseyers that if they manage to get the gold, whether through foul or fair means, he is ready to buy them. Again, he confirmed through his press engagement that indeed he could be buying gold from Galamseyers to as much as $4 billion out of the $6 billion he has exported. That for us, we believe, is a cause for concern. Because the president is giving us an indication that he could be buying illegal gold from criminals and exporting. And that is what he is anchoring his government's transformation plan on. Then we cannot trust and believe that he is going to put measures in place to end Galamsey. Because should he succeed at ending Galamsey, what he is telling us is that he may be running short of $6 billion, $4 billion out of $6 billion possible export. We are begging, pleading, and appealing to the president and the NDC government that we beg him, he should prioritize our lives and the environment over money. And that we are not interested in how much money he is getting from these criminals. He should stop buying the gold from the criminals and get them off our river bodies so we can have water to drink, so we can have quality, proper health care. Thank you very much for your time and your audience.
And present this year we see sika wunyawo gold board ene gold hunti ama ho asema ye wode oma pani untimi emfa sika wunya ho na wo ma amanfo e wa ha enya nsu papa enom dia ne je so mampani ye koya na se ye bai ye pawo chow we dia ye srew wo se ya ka ne amo waba so a o mampani wo be chi ye ba dia ko so e die wada wo ma ye koto srew bebe mama wo dia wa hwe o NDC for mu nyina mo hwe bi nti suoi se ne tie ye ka se ye koso a hwe ni se yi a ebe de na manfo anya bia no Central region so yen to go do ha ba bia
na you say it so kama kra but na say na you start say a change color tie tracy ya na ehu say wo mu tu Galamsey wo eastern region ho baby na affect but wo hwe yen area mu ha ya aguna yisia this year chimfo no a baby ani a wo tu Galamsey but rather am say enuma papem ho no mo side no na wo mu tu a nti ama mensu no eni ayesa say nsu de ebi metutu borehole na ebim so wo handag wells what's up near one so kitwa bi so da so aduro kwan no and na sisi students ko ya secondary school for ina and na wo mko ye bridge na so wo mko na wokosa see apart from that I just say onyankopon adum ye nsu ansa na oh sesi ade ye best remo mu na mukasa Ghana man ni aban ina wote mu mama o mampani hu say Yaguna is Yankun yebre about 10 districts and a Queen Quarter West, a surprise wunsu. When you now see our bread, a futu, a wutu seya, Skuma the Bim Blacqua, Nago Muana Dina, we now be a brinsu. So, Koya bang yes, and one am share, Obama Water West, no, I Juma wait to my pumping suit, the Aqua Babia, Womuhia Biano, on Faso. Now, Boho now Womutu Trinity, and Yadia Babua. To say, quote to say Queen Akon, that's over to Boho 4, Emma Wonga. Ebeboa emboa
you need ye ni to Galamsey ekoso na ayeso river fa ne source edifi eastern region into no asat konyakon aguna east ya nkasa de enye Galamsey nkoso wa ha ebe affect ayeso by eastern region na ye nyina ye gitum say be ye mre be 2-3 months ni na ayeso ni da ho so ye tutum de ye bibia utumi numbi just as ABM Nema Abrabo no cost fine. But see I bear 2 to 3 months and I'm Galamsey your eastern region. Babesi and nay and Ama in Suyinia say. Na your best rabbi, because some of us know during the campaign time. How NDC no are buying no and then the communicators, NDC party in the communicators, Gina MPP are buying so say Galamsey no declare state of emergency, Nayan Hawa, you bet to me Esiano. But Omobaye, I think say Omobaye no January 7 January Omobaye so to me declare state of emergency. And now say the total ban on illegal mining. Galamsey the buyer and can aim to me inquire and this 11 districts yawaha. I used to head works in a supply in the else. Ukwa guna swedra mobile keke. Accra River that we are not used to drinking from the Accra River because swedra urban area. So and they are pipe me. What are we going to do? Yeah, what the ordinary man on the street, oh yes, sika and top pure water bag, they be also the Garia and also the anum. So send pano obeda musu and water is life. So your best rabbi no, a Bobby or Mushafa Galamsey will be a best rom, Omundiso, na Galamsey, no, at least, Jens, you know, Nayensu, ya brabona ebono, ewo ye district in Mono, and go from my end.
Look at the color of the river. And as you can see the community members around, this is where they actually do everything. You can see the rocks. This is where they come and wash. This is where they fetch water. This is where the children bath. This is where they play. But look at the river. Barely 1.5 months ago, this place was full, with community members jumping in and out of the water on a Sunday like this, having fun. Those who cook around were also cooking around. Those who wash around are washing around. But look at this river. And this is supposed to be the region for the government communications minister, who is asking us to show him evidence. And I'm surprised he didn't know, because this is supposed to be his region. Let me repeat. the community around here, from Mankron, Kwenyako, Asafo, descending, they have no potable water. And so, whilst we even continue to fight and pursue these Galamseyers, who are not in this district, these Galamseyers are mining in Eastern region. And the effect of the mining in Eastern region is what we are seeing in Central region. About 11 districts are affected by this Ayesu River situation. Whilst we urge the government to fight this and win it, we appeal to the government to put in some interim measures for the community. They need boreholes urgently. They need boreholes urgently. What I have seen with my eyes and what all of you are friends with the media, you've seen with your eyes, you will agree that we cannot wait till this water is clean to the level that was before. There's an old lady here that has the state of the river barely 1.5 months ago. That is shown to us. I will take a copy and I'll give to you. And you compare how this river was somewhere in July as compared to as it is now in September. We cannot afford to sit down and allow this government to gaslight us with few pictures and videos in the name of we are fighting Galamsey, when the true Galamsey is happening and is destroying our water bodies. But whilst at that, please, the boreholes are needed for the community. There are senior members of the National Democratic Congress who are from this area. This is the Agona East District. And the community members are just telling me that our senior statesmen like the Ahoys are all from this district. Please, they need to come back home quickly and put in an emergency arrangement to get their people some boreholes to drink. They can instruct, they are senior members of the party. They can instruct the Water and Resources Minister to quickly come and plant some boreholes in the Agona East District as an interim measure, whilst they mount pressure on their government to fix the river for their own people. Thank you very much.